My name is Sylvester Kichomete. I am the head teacher in the primary section. We have different centers that we manage. I manage New Hope. We also have John Bosco. Okay, the New Hope has got the grade 1, 2, 3, and then in John Bosco we have the pre-primary and primary. Okay, in St. Clair, which is the main center, we also have the upper primary, that is from grade 4 up to class 8. I also manage Mother Kevin, the one that is on the other side of Mathare in Huruma, a place called Madoya. So we also have there another center. So I keep on checking from one center to another. Actually, even this morning I was there. I remember very well, I've been here from 2011. I started working with the Hands of Care and Hope, and I was just a teacher for some time. Then from there, I've been promoted up to this level. I'm now the head teacher managing all the centers. When we started, when I came, I remember what normally touches my life is that I found the learners were learning without school uniform, and outside there you could hear people saying shule ya machokora. It was a very difficult thing, and they were big boys, and I remember very well being told that some of them were picked from the dumping site to come in class. From the community, they come, then they are given food. During that time, the school was used to be called Matopeni because the classrooms, or rather the classes, or rather the buildings were of mud, made of mud within a place called Paradise in Korokocho. So it was used to be called Matopeni. So people were saying, let us go in Matopeni and get food. So in that process, from there, it grew. Then they said, instead of now just feeding them and then we leave them to go out, it cannot help, okay? Because you see food, they said food is just for some time. But then we need to impart something that is permanent, that when they go outside there, it can still help them also to do what? To change. And therefore they introduced schools, learning. So they started learning. And during that process of learning, I'm told there was special classes whereby you find a big boy or rather a big girl who has never been in school, but now you cannot take that child to a lower class to learn. So the child was treated like a special person. They are taken in the upper classes, and then they are trained. They are trained on what to do. And we have moved until when sometimes it changed. Then we introduced school uniform to our learners, and that one also it improved. Now St. Clair and our centers, that is Hands of Care and Hope, being in the community, we have set the academic performance in the whole of Korokocho slum and also Mathare, because from that 2011, when we were doing our first candidate for class 8, they were doing the exam, we managed to get some learners who were sponsored by Equity Foundation. They came to see who is this learner from Korokocho who has scored these marks. It was so wonderful to find that the learner was coming from our school. So from there all along up to this time, like almost every year, the Equity Foundation normally comes to check from our performance. And even last year, there is one who has been sponsored. And that's why I'm saying that our centers have improved the standard, the academic standard within the Korokocho. There was another day we tried to make a comparison with other schools. You will hear some other schools that a learner after doing class 8, he was killed by the mob because of maybe going to steal. But for our case, we haven't had that case. After they have left school, or rather Form 4s, they remain good people within the community. And I think what has really also helped us is because of the ministry of what the church is doing. We have the catechist, and the moment we identify there is a learner who is not behaving well, we always talk to him or her. Then from there we take him to the social workers. From there we can now take him or her to the catechist, who is our chaplain. So so that they can talk, and every time the learner is monitored until we see the learner has changed.